What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel where today I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's been happening and what's been happening with some of our projects. So before I get into it, if you're not familiar with some of my work, then click the link down below and check out some of my videos and some of my projects. So first things first, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been going on really for the past year and a half. So when it comes down to it, I just really have not been motivated to really put out any videos, and that's why I'm giving you guys this update, because I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. Being a creator is pretty tough sometimes, especially when you're trying to do what I'm doing, where I'm trying to rebuild a car, I'm trying to do these projects. It takes twice as long when you have to film. It takes a lot of time to edit videos, and I just haven't been motivated to really do any of that stuff. I've continued to work on some of my projects, but I'm just being honest, like most of the projects that I have worked on in the past year, like nothing has went smooth. I've had nothing but problems with like getting parts. I would get a part and it would be wrong and I have to reorder it, or it would take forever for me to get a part, or I'd get the part and it wouldn't fit correctly. Just those kind of issues. The algorithm has changed a lot here on YouTube. The growth is just not there. Like the videos from last year, they did nothing, and most of my videos from this year have done nothing. So I just really haven't been motivated to make any videos, and I apologize for that, but hopefully we're going to get back on some of our major projects. Alright, so let's get into some of the updates on some of the projects. So the 62 Belair wagon project, I really haven't had a lot of time to work on this thing this year, but I have made a little bit of progress. I've gotten a little bit of the wiring done. I've got the engine wired completely up. I'm finishing basically just up on some of the small stuff like the air intake, and now we're going to focus on trying to get this thing to run, and then we'll move on to the bodywork stage in the future. So the Sideswipe Bentley project, I've made a lot of progress with this project. I've got some video that I need to finish editing out, but I'll have that video out soon. But it'll show some of the paint work and some of the body work and some of the final assembly. And I also have a brand new fancy tool that I use for the first time on this project, which is going to be used quite a bit in some of our future projects. Now on to the Rolls Royce Ghost project. Now this is a project that I have been pretty disappointed in as far as like viewership on some of my videos. YouTube is really not even attempted to push this video out for any reason. But a lot of progress has been made. All the body work has been done. The paint work has been done. I'm working on editing out a video now. I probably have 2 or 3 more videos to show on this, just showing the body work and all the steps, because this was a pretty complex repair, a very expensive repair, but it is complete. It is painted. We have some small little minor issues that we need to work out before we get it perfect, but as far as the body and the paint and the collision damage, all that stuff is fixed. So look for that video soon. So I haven't really bought any new projects in almost a year, but I do have a couple that I have been working on. So I did pick up this 2020 Honda Civic Type R. Now I've been wanting one of these cars for quite a while, and I actually found this one at the salvage auction pretty cheap. As you can see, it has front end damage, but all this damage was caused by a deer strike, so it didn't really cause any kind of frame damage. It's pretty much just all body parts, but these body parts are pretty expensive, and it's going to take me a while to source these parts because they have to come directly from Honda. But this is one of our projects that we're going to be working on in the future. So I also picked up this 2019 Honda Accord Sport. I love the blue color, but obviously you can see it has quarter-pound damage, door damage, and I'm going to make some videos. You're going to see me repair all this stuff, the inner structure, and you're also going to see me use my new frame machine. We're going to make some pulls. We're going to fix all this area and make it look back to the way it was before it was wrecked. So I've had a few questions about some of our older projects, so I'm going to go over some of those really quick. First off, the 1960 Grumman Stepvan. I really haven't touched this thing in a couple years. Yes, I still have it. Yes, I still have plans to fix it, air ride it, but it hasn't happened just quite yet. The 1939 Ratrod truck, yes, I still have it. Pretty much just drive it around to car shows and cars and coffees every once in a while. That's pretty much it. It doesn't really have too many mechanical issues. Obviously, I want to rebuild the frame at some point, but that's going to be a project for the future. And the 1969 Chevelle Super Sport that belongs to my dad. Now, you can go back and check out the videos where we got this thing back on the road for the first time in 40 years. We actually drove it around a little bit around 4th of July. We drove around the block. stock, but then we went to crank it up about a couple weeks later, and it appears we have like a lifter tick. So we don't know if it's a lifter, we don't know if it's a lobe on the camshaft that got wiped out. We just really haven't had time to like tear into it. I got to get my dad motivated, and I've got to get motivated, and we both got to have the time to do it, and that just hasn't come together just yet. That'll be next spring. We'll just have to figure out what we want to do. We're going to at least try to pull the top end and look and see if we have any issues. One thing that I've been asked about is the merch store. And yes, I have a merch store. I've had a merch store for 5 years. There should be a link to it down below. YouTube is not very good with that merch shelf. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm currently using Teespring, and I'm looking to possibly move that to another company because it seems like their pricing is kind of all over the place for different people. Check all that stuff out, because all those designs that you see on there, I personally came up with those ideas and I created all that stuff myself. So if you want to support the channel and jump on there, you can buy hats, you can buy shirts, you can buy stickers, hoodies, tank tops. It's all there. So I hope you've enjoyed this channel update video, and that you'll continue to watch some of my future videos. So until next time, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Be sure you check out all my videos if you haven't already, and if you're not subscribed, then consider clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell so you'll get the notifications, and you can also follow me as always on Facebook and Instagram.